Welcome to News FBA. I came across this video and I thought that I should talk about it. Okay? Let me just cue it up and show you what he's saying.
To be clear that 4,000 Jamaicans are not being returned now. For some time, it has been in the public domain that the U.S. authorities had close to 4,000 persons in their records with final orders for deportation against their names. It is now our understanding that approximately 2,500 have been confirmed for removal over a period of time, to be determined by logistics, their own legal processes, and other factors.
She emphasized that deportations are not a new development and reaffirms the government's commitment to upholding its international obligations while ensuring national security and public safety. She also noted that the government has expanded the national reintegration and rehabilitation strategy to better coordinate support services for returning deportees. We made this clear that he don't want black people here, Andrew.
Okay. Where did he get the information that she just gave that he don't want black people in? See, these is tethers having their tether pillow talk. Okay. Where does he get using he don't want black people here in the category which she's talking about is Jamaicans? And before I go into that, she said there were 4,000 that they had on record that they were going to remove over time. Okay, she said over time. And there were 2,500 that has been removed and sent back to Jamaica. Okay. How many illegal immigrants have crossed the border under Joe Biden? Hell, under anybody in a day? I'm going pretty sure that they did 4,000 in a couple hours, if not 1 hour, have crossed into our country. Okay? America in a day. And you are sitting here talking and complaining about 4,000 Jamaicans. Now, don't get me wrong. I have love for my Jamaican people, the people in the country of Jamaica. If any other ethnic background, I think that to me has helped me and sort of stood by us as much as they could would be the Jamaicans, as far as I'm concerned, in my experience. I know there's others. I've seen other videos where people are talking about how the Jamaican people don't want to consider themselves as black. That's fine. That's no problem. But the fact of the matter is that Bolin used the term he don't want black people here when they're talking about Jamaicans. Okay? And then just 4,000. I think that is pretty decent, pretty good, because I know for a fact that there's more than 4,000 Jamaicans in the country. Okay, but I'm going to go on. Let's go on.
Let's just be real clear.
Yeah, and as a first generation Jamaican myself, my family, my entire family immigrated here from Jamaica to New York, to Delaware, to Georgia as well. So to now hear, that these deportations have been happening and it's been kind of swept under the rug until, it was made.
Whoa. just 1 minute. This brother said that he is the first generation Jamaican. He said that his family, his mother and father, was in New York. Then he named Delaware. He named a couple other states. I mean, how many siblings, parents, or people in his family came over here as immigrants? And now he is an American, okay, born in America, so that makes him an American. But his family, immigrants. So, wow, I mean, these tethers. I mean, you would think that he would be happy to be an American. You would think that he would stand on the fact that there's only 4,000 that they're talking about sending back. But he's going to make all of this ruckus about the 4,000 Jamaicans that are going home, back to their home country. That's like if I was in Ghana and I overstayed my welcome and they caught me in whatever situation and they sent me back. They would be sending me back to America. I'll be going back to Philadelphia. I'll be going back to Florida. You know? I'll be going back home. What? Let me continue.
Made national news for a while now. It's disheartening because the island is really not that big. So if they're deporting 2,500 people back to Jamaica, even if it's on a yearly basis, that's still a lot of people that are coming here looking for some kind of freedom and then being sent back to an island where their living conditions were not great. This brings me back to the entire thing that's happening with South American citizens as well, because as Jamaicans and my family as well, you know, the accents, they don't leave. So if you're now targeting certain subsets like Jamaican or El Salvadorian, you know, you're going to be able to tell just by listening to a Jamaican who a Jamaican.
Okay. First of all, your accent is not what they're going to be asking you for. They're going to be asking you for your paperwork. They're going to be asking you for citizenship papers, visas, etc., etc., birth certificates, identification that you were supposed to be here. You keep forgetting to mention that they're illegal people that you are speaking about. Not once have I heard any of them talking about legal immigration status people. And once again, he's worried about the influx of 4,000 people. Even if it's 4,000 people a year going back to Jamaica, it's going to be so many. And they come from Jamaica, and it's your country. And that's, such a large amount of people going back. You would think that you would be really hush and happy and sort of take what they, be quiet. You got a leg up. There are people, they're sending other ethnic backgrounds back in droves. I digress. Let me continue.
There's certain things that would say like washcloth. There's certain things that would say like wash rags. That's going to be able to identify us. And I don't want my Jamaican massive to be scared to now go and leave their homes, because if they feel like they're going to be pulled over by police, now that's going to create an even more dangerous situation for them. So I would like to, definitely hear more about who is being deported and what kind of legal process is being followed, because what we know about this administration is that they don't care anything about the rule of law.
First of all, you know exactly who they're talking about, who they're deporting. And if this administration doesn't care about rule of law, okay, I'm not going to go from top to bottom of what they care about as rule of law. But in this situation, immigration, they're going by rule of law. If you're in this country illegally, you've committed a crime. You're illegal. If you are found in a country illegal, what happens? In any other country, if you are found in their country with a expired visa, no paperwork, no citizenship, what happens? They give you money. Wait, they give you homes. Okay, now wait a minute. They give you social security numbers. They give you money. They give you homes. They give you a clean slate of credit. Wow. These other countries do this, so I can go to Europe and do that. I can go to France and do that. I can go to South Africa without no visas, no nothing, just walk over into their country, me being a black American, and they just will embrace me and take me in and say, brother, you don't have to worry about a visa. Come on, man. Come on. Paperwork is needed, right and wrong. Why is it when it comes to this country, tethers, people like this want to overlook? I understand. You should feel grateful that your parents made it. They're still in the country. You're an older man. You have a gray in your beard. You would think that you would be grateful and understand that you've been here, mission accomplished, so to speak, and they're not even sending back a lot of your people, which gives better odds for your family who live in all of these different cities and states who came in the country when you weren't born. Because if you were born here, like you said, then you're an American, and the age you are is the amount of years that they've been here. Do they have paperwork? Did they try to get citizenship throughout all this time? This type of stuff matters. You can't come in the country claiming that they're doing injustice and wrong, and here you are, a well-dressed gentleman, speaks well, who 9 times out of 10 wouldn't even be able to tell hardly until you get around your people that you even have a Caribbean background. Probably a good fellow, a good man. But that doesn't change the fact that you cannot be blind to right and wrong. Okay? We want to talk about the white supremacy when they come down on us and talk about things that we do that are wrong, and want to keep pointing that out. Okay? So let's just point out, at least admit that they're here illegally. Okay? Like you've done with your family, but then don't turn it to what are they looking for? We all know what they're looking for. They're looking for illegal immigrants who are not legally here, who have paperwork, who've been here. That's all. It's just that simple. Has nothing to do with black Americans. This is just your parents and your uncles and your aunts and whoever of your family members who came here illegally. They're talking about them. Not your children, but your senior family, your elders. Okay? That's who they're talking about. Let's continue.
Zachary?
They're ignoring the courts. They are ignoring court orders to cease and desist with what they're doing and go through the appropriate and proper channels that have been created by our government to protect all American citizens. So they're ignoring that. And there's no...
Okay, did you hear what this man just said? They're ignoring, okay, the law that was created to protect United States citizens. What part of this do y'all don't understand? Citizens, okay? A citizen cannot be deported. And I'm tired of hearing all of the stories of they're rounding up citizens and they're sending them out the country to these jails. They're rounding up citizens and they're sending them out. No one said nothing about them rounding up black people. when they wasn't doing nothing wrong. Okay? When I was young, they was grabbing us, stopping us, going through our pockets, detaining us, putting us in paddy wagons and driving us around to see what they could do, keeping us in those hot vehicles or cold, depending on when they got you, violating all kind of rights. Okay? I didn't hear nobody running out there saying nothing about that. Okay? Innocent, ain't done nothing, just walking down the street somewhere or going somewhere in a group. And they stopping you, patting you down, asking you where you going, running your pockets illegally. But I don't hear, no, that's fine. Okay, because they doing that to black people. So, nah, I don't want to hear that, okay? You sound like idiots.
Consequence being faced to it. So I'm horrified for my friends that are first generation, who are born in the United States, but who may have an accent or who may look a certain way or who may live in a particular community. This, when we saw immediately upon Donald Trump becoming the 47th president of the United States, the mass deportations of our brown brothers and sisters, I knew that it was only a matter of time before this would creep out.
Hear me and hear me good, okay? These brown people are not our brothers and sisters, okay? I'm pretty sure that maybe you're a Tether, I'm not sure. But as far as black FBA, the brown, they are not our brothers and sisters. If you were not born in this country as a black man or woman, you are not our brothers and sisters. Okay? It's once again like, where was the energy? Where was the energy when they were doing this to your people? If you're a black man, why aren't you defending your people the way they've treated us forever and still are? We had to raise our children. I had to raise my children, my boys, my nephews, and now grandchildren, how to conduct themselves around law enforcement, how to set yourself up to be able to practice on how to conduct yourself when you're pulled over or approached by police officers, drill in their heads what their rights are as American citizens. And they're talking about rights. You haven't even helped stop them from bothering our young people because they walk around with their pants hanging down or they look a little different. The same thing that every generation has done. From afros, okay, to dreads, box haircuts, Gumby haircuts, fades. All our attire, our clothes has changed so much because we want our own identity. Anytime someone get close to our style, we change up for them. That's why they stay 2, 3, 4, 5 years behind us. Okay? They will stereotype us. They will profile you looking like that, and instantly you're a bad person. Instantly you're a bad person because you wear jewelry or you like rap music or hip hop music. Okay? Back in the day is if you wore a leather jacket and had an afro, you were trouble. Okay? So don't give me that. We've had rebellious young people expressing themselves as black individuals since the 50s, 60s, 70s, on and on. Okay? But let them finish.
To impact our brothers and sisters of the African diaspora, and it would then become hard and heavy against those communities. And then we start with our brown brothers. Then we're gonna go to our black brothers and sisters of the diaspora. Then they're gonna come for us, and we are the ultimate target all along. And we need more black people to.
Every time he keeps saying our black brothers and our brown brothers and the black brothers from the diaspora. Look, okay, if you ask an African from Uganda, an African from Ghana, an African from South Africa, Rwanda, are they black? They'll tell you no. They'll say, I'm from Rwanda. They'll say, I'm from Ghana. I'm not a black person, okay? We are foundational black Americans. Like I said, if you live in America and was born in America, okay, they are our brothers and sisters. See, stop trying to include people who don't want to be included. And I don't have a problem with that. Don't get me wrong. Because it took me a minute to understand it, but now I understand it. You want your own identity. You want to be accepted for who you are, from where you're from. That's the same thing that we want. We want to be accepted. We want to delineate from all other brown and diaspora. Okay, we now have identified ourselves as Black Americans, FBA. The African no longer has to be even spoken because we are not African Americans. The majority of us know nothing about Africa. If that was the case, why in the world do y'all all keep trying to get us to go to Africa? We know nothing about Africa, okay? From what we know, or some of us have visited, things like that. I don't mean that we don't know nothing about it, but that's not our culture. That's not where we were brought up. That's not where our parents are buried. That's not where our children go to school, et cetera, unless you went over there. And even then, you're still not African. You are a Black American, our brother and sister. That's why we say brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters of Black Americans. That's why we use that great, natural, beautiful term, that it rolls off of our tongues automatically when we see each other, when we talk to one another. We do stick together, even though people say that we don't. We do. Trust me when I tell you. We love each other. We stick together. That's why we care about our cookouts. That's why we care about our dances. That's why we care about our nature visits, our parks. Okay, our dancing, our music, our religion, our wealth, our education, our inventors, our entrepreneurs. We care about all of that, okay? That's unity. You can't have that and don't stick together. So all of these myths and all of this propaganda that we hear these people talking about, that we don't stick together. What can black people do for me? This is what I hear the foreigners speaking now when the ice comes down on them. Don't worry about it. Okay? You got it. You do it. But Black Americans should stop including diaspora and brown and yellow as they are our brothers. Oh, they got black in them. They got black in them. No. They will acknowledge that. They don't acknowledge that. They will not, and they don't. Okay? They don't even use color. Like I said, they are just Ugandan. They are from Cuba. They are from Jamaica. They are from Haiti. They do not call themselves black. Black Americans, foundational Black Americans call themselves black, and we're proud of it. Just like our brother James Brown say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud.
See that. I also wish that more black people, more of your watchers, more of your viewers would understand the interconnected nature of the black dollar and the black economy, which has been a big focus of this show in regards to our brothers and sisters who are Jamaican. All of our businesses, we are all interdependent on each other. I eat at a Jamaican restaurant at least once a week. I eat at a Jamaican restaurant once a week. I use my black dollar to support those black businesses so they can feed their black families too. We're all interconnected.
Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear that? Did you hear it? Now, I buy Jamaican food too, but that's when I want Jamaican, and I support the Jamaicans' food, and I support them when I buy. Why is he saying we support the Jamaicans so they can help support their black families? They just don't get it. And this is the wrong information that's going out there that I'm glad that our FBAs, young, my age and older, are spreading now to delineate, to let them know exactly what and who black people are in the United States of America. We are FBA, Foundational Black Americans. And he's steady using this term of how the Jamaicans are helping their black families. So I want you to hear exactly what he said, okay, about we have to help them so we can help ourselves, okay?
Black people to see that. I also wish that more black people, more of your watchers, more of your viewers would understand the interconnected nature of the black dollar and the black economy, which has been a big focus of this show in regards to our brothers and sisters who are Jamaican. All of our businesses, we are all interdependent on each other. I eat at a Jamaican restaurant at least once a week. I eat at a Jamaican restaurant once a week. I use my black dollar to support those black businesses so they can feed their black families too. We're all interconnected. What's happening to them is also happening to us, and we have to fight against it now to protect and save them so we can protect and save ourselves.
Now, did you hear that? Backwards talking man. We have to protect and save them. They're going through them to get to us. What are you talking about? They've been on us since the country was created. Why would they have to go through them when we were here before them? You hear this? We have to help their businesses so their businesses can help our businesses. He said he spends his black dollar with the Jamaican. So when the Jamaicans become successful, our black businesses can become successful. This is the type of thinking that these people that are tethers, brainwashed, still enslaved in the mind, and don't even know their own worth in their own country, if this is his country. Because the true thing you're supposed to do is take your black dollar and spend it with your black businesses. And if black businesses grow like they are, successful like they are, then Jamaican businesses can grow successful. Because black businesses will pull them up with our businesses. You don't put nobody else businesses in front of your people's businesses in your country. This is the type of idiocy. Let me get this right, because I don't know if idiocy is the word. This is the type of thinking that we cannot allow in the black FBA community, black Americans community. This is not the type of thinking. Who thinks about building up another's business before they build up their own? But that's just something that I wanted to bring to you, something to think about. Thanks for stopping by. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to go to newsfba.com for your free membership. We have plenty of positive content and things over there. And go sign up, make a profile, and let's work together and network together. There's plenty of black-owned businesses over there, and I will be loading up many of them as time goes on. So don't forget to stop by newsfba.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. And thank you for helping us. Stay strong, my brothers and sisters.